So this is the view from my office window. Right there in the driveway, strutting. The hens ain't no dummy, they took off. Look at all the beards. All right, me and Justin are hiking an old road bed, and it could be a cedar tree, but it looks like possibly another deadhead. And no, it's a cedar. Dang it. Yep. It's a cedar tree. Yeah, it looked real good. Dang it. So this is the view from my office window. This is why we try to share our lifestyle with everyone. This is just beautiful. I mean, look at these long beards. And we are offering some turkey hunts, a very limited number, but that's not the point of this. This is to be able to see this right outside my window is just awesome. Nature, animals in their habitat, and all these big long beard toms strutting. Just very cool to see, right from your home. And this is why we escape from the cities, and why we own land and live out in the country, and why we've been doing it for so long. So speaking of our backyard camera, I'm going to roll some stuff for you here from the last month or so, what we got to, the wildlife out in our yard. But this is I think it's a yellow wren, if I remember Sharon right. It's a beautiful yellow bird that's been hanging around that we've never seen before. So she got a couple of quick pictures of it, but let's check out some of the other wildlife we get to see from the house. So I've been also picking away at trying to de-rock some of these micro plots. This one, we may have to sell this. We don't know yet. We got a lot up in the air right now. But in the meantime, we're thinking about making it into like a primitive camping site, to bring in a little rental income. So anyways, I used a TR3 instead of the rock rake to see how it worked, and it actually did pretty good. So I've been picking away at de-rocking some of these plots as well.
All right, so just an update on my log that's going to go in the living room. I did sand it now, so I pressure washed it, sanded it with 80 and then a 120. So that's where it is right now. Sanded the insides, some of the grooves there with the Dremel tool, trimmed off some branches, and now I'm going to put some ant and termite stuff inside of it. You can see, there's a lot of little holes. I have not seen any ants or termites. Usually when, the vibration from the sander If there are some in there, they'll come out. I did notice a couple of spiders, so I think they are actually just using the holes for their home. So that's next what I'm going to do. It's going to be in the 70s today and sunny. So I'm going to do this side here with the treatment, let it dry, and then tomorrow flip it, finish the sanding, and then the treatment. Gorgeous day out. Joe's out there playing with the tractor.
So our weather has just been all over the map this spring. We got 4 or 5 days of torrential rains. So I did go out for some really unique trail riding. I'm gonna create just like a torrential rain trail riding video, which was fun. But just to give you a little preview of that, we tried to make the best of it. We were, locked down for 4 days in a row.
All right, so I have it drenched in this Ortho Defense. It's an indoor bug barrier, but I wanted to show you what it's going to look like once I put the clear coat on. This is what it looks like wet. And now I'm hoping you can see why I saw some beauty in it. Even in the woods when it was covered in a lot of woods stuff. So that side's already dry. Like I said, it's sunny, it's warm, there's low humidity, so it's drying really quick. But I'm going to leave it uncovered, let it dry out. It's only about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's got a lot of time to keep drying. But, oh, look at the colors. Can't wait.
Man, this is a steep drop off right here. Okay, so Sharon, either on weekend time or after work, wants to experiment with my new torch with some wood, another wood project she's working on in the basement bedroom, which as of this recording is done now, and it turned out beautiful. But she's kind of experimenting with this new torch and burning some, I don't even know what kind of wood this is, if it's cedar or what it is, but anyway, stay tuned. She's got a really cool project. She finished my room in the basement completely with a wall mural, which I'll hit that next, and another custom made wood bed headboard, which looks really cool. So you'll notice I'm going back and forth this way, so I'm dragging the material to the rut that needs it the most.
I'm always looking ahead at wood for projects, so when I see something interesting, I try to take it or at least mark it so I remember how to get back to it. Well, a lot of times I forget to do that, and then I never even remember where it was. So this time I do have the electric chainsaw, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one here. I am on the back side of the cattle pond that Joe kind of dug out a little bit more, and I'm always looking for interesting rocks. And, you know, like some of the best places are where he just did a little digging. So what I look for is just like interesting shapes or colors. I noticed that there's a lot, well, we have a lot of chert, we have a lot of limestone, sandstone, and then eventually the limestone turns into chert. So we have a lot of round stones, which I think are just so fascinating. They're round, and look at that. So neat. This is probably bits and pieces of this rock. But I just love all that roundness. So I'm just going around. You can hear the frogs in the background. They are just loving this warm weather. We're supposed to get some severe storms in a couple hours. So I'm going to enjoy as much as I can out in the woods and just the great outdoors. There's some more of that chert. I was reading, I didn't realize that chert is actually limestone that's even aged longer, like a really, really long time. Let's take a look through this pile here. I would love to find some arrowheads. And this is a big open field here. Well, it's a ridge, so I'm sure it was covered in woods at one point. But there's just so many stones that, you know, could resemble a arrowhead that it's going to be pretty hard finding them. There's another one with the chert circles. Oh, the froggies. They are loving it. Let's see what's on that mound. Well, maybe I didn't find anything like to call National Geographic about or anything like that, but still pretty cool. Like I said, I just love these formations with that chert. Love it. Now, I did find this round one, which I am going to take home. And I do have a wet saw for tile. I think it's probably the same as this. I'm not sure the hardness, though. Might not be able to cut it with my saw. If not, I think a hammer might work, just to see what's inside. Might be something similar to this. Maybe. Or could be just a dud. But how are you gonna know until you try?